Okay, good evening and welcome to Yeshiva YouTube. Iyun to Lean On. Today's simon in Shidduch Yomi is Kuf Pei Beis 182. We're talking about the Kos Shal Bracha of Birkas Hamazon. When you bench, there's some opinions who say you're supposed to, even if you're eating a bread meal by yourself, when you do Birkas Hamazon, you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to bench with a glass of wine, or in a place where wine is not prevalently drunken during the meal. So then you could use whatever people normally drink during the meal, even Coca-Cola, as I mentioned, or Dr. Pepper, for those people who understand what the taste of a good soft drink is. So you use a kosher bracha. Some say you don't need to at all. The minig is not to use it, but mitzvah and mufkar, the Mishnah Berurah says you should do it. But the mitzvah and mufkar is only when you're doing a zimun, 3 people. So some people do it, some people don't. Now, there's a lot of times in halacha where you have a kosher bracha, kiddush, Shabbos, Yom Tov, kiddush in the morning, havdalah, kosher birkas hamazon, right? Like this Simon's talking about birkas erisin, birkas nisuin, sheva brachos. So, are they all the same type of reason why you're using a kosher bracha? What is the idea? We have a machlokes? Should you, when you're eating a bread meal and you're saying birkas hamazon, you should make it ala kosher and ala kosher? What is this machlokes based on? What are they arguing about? And according to the opinion that you're supposed to do it, mitzvah and a mufchar. Why is there mitzvah and a mufchar? Why is it not like kiddush where you have a chiyuv, kacheu al yayin, right? The Gemara in Psachim says when Shabbos night, Friday night is del raisa, zachreu al yayin, and you have to use wine, l'chadchila, right? Not l'chadchila, but the even you have to use, right? So the answer is like this. This is the way I like to explain it. Is that there's really 2 types of kol shel bracha. One kol shel bracha, using this I heard from Rabbi Yehuda Kellemer, who was the rabbi of the Young Israel, West Hempstead, where my parents live currently. I had a little bit of a connection with him over the years. He was a very big Talmid Chacham. He passed away a couple of years ago, and even though West Hempstead was a modern Orthodox community predominantly, he was not modern Orthodox. He learned in the Mir, a lot of yeshivas. People questioning, such a big Talmid Chacham, what was he doing in West Hempstead? We don't know the answer. I don't know the answer to that question. But he got a job there as the Rav of Young Israel West Hempstead, so he was able to feed his family, and he had a positive effect. I know even my father feels wonderful about him. He went to some of his shiurim. I asked him some questions. A little bit of relationship. Not so close personally, but I think one of his sons married. I think he was mechutano, the Rosh Shmuel Kamenetsky, who was the biggest Rosh rabbi in America probably. So he was mechutano with him. I think his son married Rosh Shmuel Kamenetsky's daughter. Or it was the other way around. I'm not sure. Anyway, so he said this. I went to a couple this year. He was giving shiurim on kiddush. I think it was one summer or whatever. He was doing a bunch of shiurim, and he explained the mitzvah of kiddush is a celebration. That's what it is. The idea of kiddush is a celebration. I couldn't agree more. I mean, that's what it is. Zachar Yom Shabbos the kadsho. We talk about kiddushin and kiddusha. I always say kiddusha is enjoyment in this world. Celebrate. You want to celebrate, right? You bring out the champagne. You pop the champagne out. Really, you should be making kiddush on champagne. That's what you should be making kiddush. I know there's a thing that says you're supposed to use red wine is better. We'll talk about this when it comes to kiddush on Shabbos, right? We'll get to this in Orach Chaim a little at Hilchos Shabbos, but some say you're supposed to use red. I think champagne is probably the best thing, and also like for Sheva Brachos, right? Also, it's celebration. Sheva Brachos, Brachos Nisuin, or the Sheva Brachos during the week, right? You should use champagne. A lot of people use white wine because you don't want to ruin the college dress, but really you should be using champagne, which happens to be white, usually champagne. That's why you should use champagne, not because of the college dress. Because you're supposed to be using champagne. The best way to celebrate something is champagne. Champagne is wine. If you didn't realize, if you ever tasted champagne, it's an expensive wine, but the bubbly, right? You can use Bartanura also. It's close enough. Bubbly Moscato. It's not the same thing as champagne, real champagne from Champagne, France, but it's pretty good. And a lot of people have them, and I use Bartanura wine for Kiddush on Friday night. Now, I think Kiddush on the Shabbos day is different than Kiddush on Friday night, right? It's not Doraisa. Kiddush is only Rabbanan on Shabbos. And also on Yom Tov, Kiddush, even during the night, is Rabbanan. Why is that? Because Kol Shel Bracha also is to make something auspicious, make something favorable, right? Cheers, right? You say l'chaim, cheers, a shot glass or something like that. So a lot of times you'll have alcohol or wine or something like that to say, to make something a simon tov or something auspicious. So I'd say like kedushin, erisin, right, when you're getting engaged, that there, kosher bracha is different than the kos you make later on. We really do it on uh, there's two cups, I think, right? Really, kos shel nisun, the sheva bracha is a celebration because you just got married, and erisin is really just should be a good omen, right? And the same thing, Shabbos during the day, during the morning, and Kiddush on Yom Tov, right? Should be a good day. It's for a good omen. And there it's derabbanan, and there I think you can be makel to use like shot glasses. You say cheers l'chaim. I once heard an explanation cheers l'chaim because the Gemara says that people who were being executed, they used to give them alcohol. So they said l'chaim, right, to life. They are it should be l'chaim, or this one should be l'chaim, or lola mavis. Usually people when they drink schnapps, they're about to be executed. But this meal should be an auspicious occasion, or or they say right, they say cheers, they say l'chaim, um, or a person's like depressed, right? They'll get addicted on alcohol just to drown out their depression. So when you drink it, you should say no. This use of alcohol should be it's a good feeling, l'chaim, an auspicious occasion. So I think when it's Rabbanan, Shabbos during the day, Yom Tov even at night, Birchas Eirison, it's a matter of starting it out. Cheers, making this a positive experience. It's not about celebration, right? Friday night is celebration. You're starting Shabbos celebration. Maybe Havdalah also is celebration in a certain respect because you're losing the Neshama Yisera. Neshama Yisera, I don't think is a good thing. Um, Shabbos has elements of good and elements of bad. It has elements of good that you're resting, you're not engaged in business-like activities, but to offset that, because everything Hashem made equal in this world, He gave you Neshama Yisera. Everyone thinks Neshama Yisera is an amazing thing because the point is that Shabbos is a day to rest, and a lot of people have more energy on Shabbos. They're talking more, they're eating more, they're socializing more, and really you're supposed to be resting on Shabbos. And that's the Neshama Yisera, this lively force, which is not really part of the extra Neshama. I don't think the neshama is a good thing. I think the neshama is really your Yetzer Hara. I'll tell you that, but secret. But that's why the Gemara says, right, right when Shabbos is over, vayinafash. So it's vayavda nafesh. You say, whoa, I lost my nefesh. It doesn't say I lost my neshama, right? People think vayavda nafesh. The Gemara says, yeah, gives you neshama Yisera on Friday, and on Friday night, and he takes it away on Motzei Shabbos. So vayav the nafesh, vayinafash. I lost my nefesh, my neshama yisera. No, you lost your nefesh. Your nefesh is your Yetzer Tov. You're good. Your bodily experiences. You're able to enjoy this world, and the neshama yisera, the extra neshama that you get on Shabbos, offsets that. So you're saying vayav. Now you only realize Motzei Shabbos, and the neshama yisera goes away. I lost my nefesh. I should have been resting on Shabbos. I shouldn't have been talking so much and socializing so much, going to the Oneg Shabbos and these Shalom Zachars. People do the Shalom Zachar hopping and all these things. Let's talk more, let's socialize more. No, go into bed, get some rest, chill out, take your Mishpacha magazine, go on the couch, recline, read your Mishpacha magazine, take a Shabbos nap, go to sleep early Friday night. I don't know, just, enjoy yourself. Even, I think, Friday night is not the right time for people, Kovea, their Tashmish Hamita, right, their Ona, married couples for Friday night. I don't think it's the right thing. I think if you look in the Gemara in Ksubah says, on Samach Aleph and Beis, the Gemara says that the Ona of a Talmud Chacham is, it says, Leil Shishi, right? Something like that. Leil Erev Shabbos or Leil Shishi, right? Which literally means Leil Shishi is Thursday night, not Friday night. Really, the best time to be together is Thursday night because it's a lot of work, in the bedroom, right? It could be an activity, and you want to rest on Shabbos. So Friday night, that's why they were masaking a minhag to eat shum. Why do they have a minhag to eat shum? People have the garlic. You go to people's houses. I went to someone's house. They had tons of garlic. This whole garlic. Some was cooked, some was raw. I don't know. They're passing on the garlic because some of them farshim say you're supposed to have garlic on Friday night so the man could have more semen, more zera. The reason is the Gemara says many places when you eat garlic, it makes your breath smell. So that's why they're masaking shum. So the man and woman shouldn't get together on Friday night because they're going to be disgusted by each other's breath. So that's why you're supposed to eat shum. So to make sure to avoid Friday nights, you can rest. Thursday night is the night to be together with your wife. You want, as the Gemara says, if Talmud Chacham who knows all the halachas the best, he should do it on Thursday night once a week. So anyway, so back to our discussion over here. Shabbos is a celebration of resting. That's what it really is. Friday night, on Friday night, you're supposed to celebrate it and celebrate. When you have celebrations, do it in a fancy way. So it's supposed to have, you're supposed to enjoy yourself, enjoy the champagne or something like that, right? Champagne is something which is meant to be enjoyed, right? It's a good drink. It really tastes good. Even brewed tastes good. Shabbos day, it's more just to have a good omen. That's what I'd like to say. Um, uh, I'm thinking about this over again, and while I'm saying this Shabbos, I just came up with this idea, and now I'm like starting to think. Wait a second. If it's a celebration, right? Friday night is a celebration. That's what I said, right? Kol shel bracha of a celebration, right? On Shabbos, you're not supposed to rest. When you have celebrations, you have parties, throwing a party. Maybe a party's not good. It's socializing. So I'm rethinking what I have to say. But I don't think it's a steer. I think good food and good wine and champagne is definitely good wine. Those do help you rest, right? You feel good if you have a good steak, if you have a nice, tasty glass of wine like champagne. It makes you feel good. It helps you rest. Good food helps you rest. Eating a lot of disgusting food like kugel and chicken on the bone does not help you rest. So I answered my own question. That's basically what it is. Hope you enjoyed today's share. And again, just bring it back to the simon, right? The coast that you do Birkas Hamazon on falls into the latter category. It is a good omen, right? You're thanking God. There's no celebration going on over here. You're thanking God. The meal is over. You're just saying that, you're thanking God for all the blessing that He gave you, and you're asking Him in Birkas Hamazon to continue to give you blessing. So to mark the good omen and that you're thanking God and you're asking for in the future, therefore you have some alcohol or some kol shel bracha in order to portend in a good way, to have a good omen, to have a auspicious rest of your life where your parnasa on your food will come in an easy way. Hope you enjoyed tonight's shir. See you with the next one.